And this is really why I wanted to do that Tuesday night event,
Yeah.
which is absolutely free of charge, because I want to work with the people who come to activate their potential, to clear the karmic dross that holds us back. Because you see, what a lot of people don't know is that the energy that we're vibrating with in our energy field, because we are energy beings, will directly affect how we think and feel about life, about ourselves, about our reality. It's like we are locked into this small time model of ourselves energetically, because of the karmic trauma experiences that we've had in other lifetimes. Because if you've been, say, burnt at the stake or had something bad happen to you, that energy tension is held in your soul DNA, which comes into this physical body in this lifetime. And so what I would like to do with the people that come on the Tuesday night, Hazel, is I want to bring energies through that are going to completely take that out really instantly, like quickly, permanently. And I'd really like to just, maybe if I just speak some language now to open the heart.
Amazing.
And so that people, you know, if you've never heard this rather weird sounding words that I speak, it is different. You know, more people are speaking light language now, but I want to do this energy work now to just, so if you feel this in your heart, then you'll know the truth of who you are. Because as I lift this energy from your heart that may be locking you into anxiety. There's a lot of people feeling anxious at the moment. And they're feeling anxious because life is changing on the inner planes of who we are. And we haven't got any reference points out there in our world. And then we have all the things that we've got to do in our human day-to-day life affecting us as well. And it's really scary. So I'll just do this energy work now and see how you... And I really feel the energy of Jesus, Yeshua. He's really around you, Hazel, a lot, isn't he? I feel him.
The Jesus fella, I say, the Jesus fella.
Jesus fella. Okay. We should look here. Okay. It's interesting because I'm just doing this energy work with my hands. Are you feeling anything?
Hence why my hand is tapping.
You see, because I don't speak these energy words and I don't produce it myself. It comes through me, and it's not coming through me at this moment because I need to be working with my hands. And what I'm doing is that my hands are moving and they're like teasing out the dross, teasing out the pain, teasing out and removing energy blocks around the heart chakra and also around the throat chakra, because the throat chakra is the chakra of divine will. So part of our process as human beings and as souls is that when we expand and when we step outside of ourselves and who we've known ourselves to be, we can often get affected around the throat because the karmic blocks that we've had from past life to do with not being able to speak out, not being able to be heard, being betrayed, all that sort of thing, to do with the throat chakra. They come up and like grab us in a way, like strangle us, put a stranglehold around us. And so I'm just going to work to clear. So Hazel, are you feeling anything in your throat? Yeah.
Throat and my heart.
And your heart.
Yes.
So it's interesting that I'm not saying a word in light language at the moment, which is not normal for me, but I'm certainly doing the energy work. And now I'm working with the third eye, which is about creating and manifesting. Because we have to become really good manifestors, really good creators, because we have to recreate our world. We have to recreate our lives. We have to recreate the way we communicate in community, the way we network and organize life together. Life has to change. You know, we have to become co-creators with all, and not the type of people that just create for ourselves. We have to co-create for community and the planet, and to change the way our planet operates and how society systems operate on this planet Earth. We need to change the mindset that we have to grab and be separate from everybody else. And so this takes a shift in consciousness to do with the third eye, and to do with the way we relate to people, and the way we relate to ourselves, and the way we relate to the world and the communities and societies that we live in. So I'm just doing some more work, and it's not, I mean, you're really clear, Hazel, so I'm not doing work.
Don't mind you cleaning some of my crap, Judy. Don't worry. I don't mind.
Well, we all have crap, don't we? We all have crap.
We build crap every day, right?
Well, we do, because we shouldn't label ourselves and put ourselves down because of how we think and how we feel, because the people that get depressed the most, I think, have often had the most karmic trauma, and those that have had the most karmic trauma are usually those in past life that have really tried to do a lot.
Yes.
Because that's how you've taken it in, because the trauma energy is being perpetrated on us, by some person in the past, and we've just absorbed it like a sponge. Yes. So we are all created the same, that are sort of weighing us down.
Yes.
So I'm just going to, so what I'm being asked to do by Yeshua Jesus now is bring in a pillar of light. This is for you, Hazel, but also for everybody who may listen and watch this. And I love to know what you're experiencing, but this pillar of light is actually a strengthening pillar of light. It's strengthening, it's enfolding, it's like a balm for the soul. What are you experiencing?
I'm experiencing my light language wanting to come in, like, get out. Yes. Not my gig today, not my gig.
So it's interesting that mine isn't coming out at the moment. Energy is coming out through my hands.
And it's funny because your screen keeps stalling. So I know that will catch up, but it keeps stalling as the energy is coming in.
Interesting.
It's okay. It catches up itself.
Now there's some light language coming out, and this light language that is going to come out is like a blessing. It's like a blessing of light. It's about helping everybody who's watching this, who watches this, to step into their truth really, really, really quickly.
Yes.
Okay? This is it. Mikulish lassad bada kalabata kulugia. Akota sabat kulugu stat bada ki. Al kulugu sada sabat kulugu kalabada. Ashta bada kulugu bada bada. Akota bada kulugu bada stat bada ya. Akata bada kulugu kalabada ki. Stat bada kulugu kalabada 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 kulusi. Akata bada kulugu sakati. Akata kulugu sakati. Akala kaisa takata bada kulugu sakati. See, when I come to Ireland, I really feel that the ancient ones of the land, the Sidhe, the fairy folk, they're really coming in.
Yes.
Very strongly.
And they, for the children especially. I have lots of children who are coming to me who are now going back and they say, oh, Hazel, I see myself as fairy boots. And I'm like, oh, tell me your story about when you were a fairy. And they'll just go straight in.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes, because I feel that the Sidhe are really, really wanting humanity to shift. And that's also, I also feel that there is a big alignment happening within the earth, from above to below.
Yes.
I talk a lot about 22 galaxies that are configured together in a vast multigalactic diamond, which is really a matrix, if you like, of a more expanded God creation energy that we're now able to access. Yes. And this more expanded God creation energy is also coming to us in a more powerful way. And it's designed to act like an ascension catalyst, to activate the wisdom and the strength and the truth and the knowing that we all have as human people inside of ourselves within this DNA that I talk about, the soul DNA. Because we know about our human DNA that we inherit from our ancestral line, our mother and our father and our forebears. But we also have a soul DNA, which is like the Akashic records of the soul that we bring into this body in this lifetime.
Yes.
And this soul DNA is an incredible repository of wisdom and knowledge and spirit, God, all the spiritual hierarchy. They really want us to step up and step into our power really quickly now, because it is the time.
It is a time, and again, I've said this to so many, that when your intention is for your light codes to go on, or if it means that you're going to step back into your human potential, what we have the ability to do, your guides and your team on the spirit side won't give you anything that you can't handle. So it's not like flicking on a switch of your light codes go on, like boom, light language comes out. If you're not ready for that, your guides will say, let's just turn up the volume slowly. We'll give them, as Dolores Cannon says, don't give a baby fillet steak, you give a baby milk, right? It's like a slow process. And if people are not going to be switched on instantly, and some people, I've noticed that's a lot of people, that's why it would be really good for you when you come here to do the Sacred Sites tour, that a lot of people are getting switched on when they turn up at places where they're like, oh, it's like stepping onto a portal of energy. And all of a sudden their light language comes up. So there's lots of portals in the earth that are being reactivated also.
They are, definitely, that's true. Yeah. And, you know, I often talk about a place called Amenti. Yes. And Amenti is like the inner earth kingdoms. And Amenti is like the place of the pulse rhythms of the earth, like the heartbeat of the earth. Yes. And there are many beings who guard the portals to Amenti, yes, the gateways to Amenti. And, you know, within Amenti there's 7, it is said that there are 7 lords of Amenti, like 7 ancient beings that hold the codings intact within Amenti. But there's also ancient ones who guard the secrets of the universe within Amenti. And within Amenti is this knowledge, this wisdom that really needs to come out for the planet, yes, for people, and it will come out in the time ahead. Yes. It is primed to come out. And I also feel that when I come to Ireland, I feel that there will be people drawn to Ireland, not just from Ireland, but drawn to Ireland. And I know that there are people coming to the events, and it's not about me. It's about they are drawn from their heart to come to the Emerald Isle, to come to the place of Tara, because that is the next step for them, yes, personally, yeah, and on their journey.
Yes, and I mean, it's like where people will turn up to different places. Where I originally met you physically when we went to Bosnia in the pyramids in Visoko. We went there, was 100 odd spiritual teachers and healers from all over the world. 5 of us from Ireland came, and we all went to this very small little village, Visoko, that wasn't really able for like tourists yet. It was a little bit backward, but it was amazing energy there. And the Pyramid of the Sun there, people that lived in the locality said, no, it's not a pyramid. And we were like, oh my God, it's such a pyramid. We were like, anyone who was a light language channel had light language coding and being reacted the minute that they went close to the pyramids, because there was such a powerful energy from that pyramid. So you sort of go to places when you do this type of work, you're brought to portals, when especially to activate and amplify energy for them. And the same happens here. Like when you're coming here, it might bring a lot of people to Tara, to the places they're going to, and the sacred sites that will help activate the energies there also.
Absolutely. And the interesting thing about the Pyramid of the Sun, yes, in Bosnia, the Bosnian pyramids, is that it's totally aligned with the 22 galaxies of this multidimensional diamond, which is now the energy from these 22 galaxies, which are like 22 tones and overtones and different frequencies that work together as one, as an activation coding, an activation portal. And it's so interesting that the number 22 is a master builder number. So when we absorb the energies of the 22, we step into our mastery. We start to step into the authenticity and who we really are, and step forward and do what we've come to do. Really.
And amazing that we have you, thankfully, that we have you ahead of us that knows the way, and you're an amazing light for us all. So it means that we have somebody, because I mean, if I had have done light language in 2012 and not had your book and not had your guidance, I would have probably took me another 10 years to do what I do. And then that would have then been a step off where a ripple effect would have went out, that my own students and clients who are speaking light language, they would have never had the experience either. So there's a massive big ripple effect that can happen from one person. You know that, I know that. So your role in this, I know, I'm sure you're like me, you'll want to do this to the day you die, take your last breath. You'll probably still be going to the portals, you'll probably still be touring and doing all this. But do you feel that it's this is your life's plan, that this is what you were always meant to do?
Yes, but I didn't know that until halfway through my life.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I think, you know, my background was a physiotherapist, and then I spent many years in marketing and public relations and writing. But when I started to do this work with spirit, it completely came out of the blue. I had no idea, you know, in my PR days, my marketing days, corporate marketing and PR, if anybody had told me that I would ever speak in multigalactic languages or talk about beings from other planets, I would never have believed them. It's like sometimes life slams you and turns you in a completely different direction. And it happens. Yes.
No, it's all, and we don't see it when we're going through it. You know, say for instance, when our job, you know, ends, or you know, a relationship ends, or some experience or some trauma in your life, you don't see it at the time. And I was trying to say to people now at the moment, like, you've got to be in your now, in the observer mode all the time. Like, pull yourself out and look down. Why is this happening? Look at everything that's happening around. It's not just that one experience. And maybe like this really crappy job. And that was one of the things I was listening to in your book there about the 12 ladies in Lyra that were doing the genetic coding. They were saying, you've got to do things that bring you joy. You cannot do things that doesn't bring you joy. And this brings me joy. I know it brings you joy. And we'll do it till the moment that we die. Absolutely.
You know, at the moment I'm in Italy and I'm exploring beauty, joy, love, and light, because I know that the frequencies of beauty, joy, love, and light are absolutely critical for us to vibrate. We have to vibrate at that resonance of beauty, joy, love, and light. We have to vibrate in those frequencies to be able to open into the new. So I'm here preparing for coming to Ireland. It's not bad preparation, is it? Eating gelato and pizza. But it's very important for me to be in that frequency, because I could be sitting in New Zealand at the computer doing normal stuff, but I'm here because I have to let go and let God. I have to
have balance.
Yes, have balance. But it's more than that. It's actually about the vibration in my own body, the vibration in my own heart, that is going to allow me to open keys and codes within myself when I come to Ireland to do the work.
Exactly. You have to have the balance where you have the parts that bring you joy. You can't do it all the time where it's like go, 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 because there has to be balance.
But you see, you know how we talk about opening soul knowledge and opening keys and codes within ourselves. And every time someone speaks the light language, what they're actually doing is they're opening keys and codes within themselves. They're reconnecting to more of the authentic truth of who they are on a soul level, as an eternal soul. So my mission in coming to Italy is to allow the frequency of my body to merge gracefully into beauty, love, joy, and light, because that energy will access what I'm meant to do in Ireland.
Exactly. Yeah, of course. Yeah. So you're here on Tuesday, the 30th of May, and you're here for a few days, right? You're doing the Tuesday, the 30th of May is like an introduction to who you are and a little bit of light language and a meet and greet. And if people have your book, you'd probably sign it for them, right?
Yeah. What I really want to do on that Tuesday, which is 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at City North Hotel in County Meath, But what I really, really want to do is I want to transmit lots of energy. I want to clear the karmic trauma from people really, really quickly. And I want to answer questions. I want to give the overview of information that people, I think, would really help people right now.
Yeah.
So that we can step out of ways of living that don't work for us and become happy and well and strong and joyful.
Yes, and amazing, because it's great that you're offering it to people for free or donation basis. Then it means that people can choose to, if it means that they didn't have the money to turn up, but they really wanted to connect with your energy. So then also, if it means that they awaken something within them on that Tuesday night, that it means that if they were available to come on your weekend course, your workshop, that they could have had the meeting with you in the first place, so you can feel, or the resonance of, did they like your energy or not?
I think that's really important, because I mean, you don't know. You don't know whether you like pizza, for example, until you taste pizza. Exactly. So I always feel, Hazel, that people have to feel the energy. If you feel the energy and you feel a positive shift by feeling the energy, then you might want to have more of that energy.
Exactly.
So it's just about experimenting. It's about meeting me. But remember that I'm just a conduit. I'm just a channel for the energy. It just happens to be my role. I never thought it would be my role when I was in marketing land, that I would ever do this, but it's just what I'm meant to be doing this lifetime. So I just do it, really.
So the Tuesday you're going to be here, that's the 30th of May, that's a free event. Then Wednesday you're off with Paul, you're doing the Positive Nights with him. Thursday you're back with us, you're doing the masterclass, and that's sold out, right? I think
the masterclass is actually sold out, right?
That's in.
And then there's Stephanie Caniswaran's Sacred Site Tour, and I believe that's sold out too.
Yeah, so that's on Friday.
So that's the Sacred Site
are on the
Friday. Yeah. So Stephanie's Sacred Site Tour, yes, it's on the Friday, but it is apparently sold out. Yes. But then Saturday and Sunday is going to be at another venue called Glebe House.
Yeah.
And which is a beautiful wedding venue in the country.
It's so beautiful.
Idyllic.
Yes.
And Saturday is called Ascension in You. It's about becoming a more evolved type of human being. There's so much content in that. You can go onto my website or Stephanie's site, but my website is judysatori.com.
Yeah.
And you can read all, about all the days and what they are. But it's about going beyond who we know ourselves to be. Yes. It's about very quickly and rapidly becoming more of who you are. Understanding what's happening to people on the planet right now, why we feel the way we do, why we feel that we don't want to maybe do what we used to do anymore, because we are not the person that we used to be. But we're sort of on the bridge. Many people are sort of, they're in the boat. They're not on the shore, they're not on the other shore, but they're in the boat crossing the water. So as we are in the boat crossing the water, we don't quite know where we're going. Yeah. So the Saturday is really about giving insight and understanding as to where people are going, but a lot of energy transmissions. Yes.
I was just reading there, releasing fear, sabotaging beliefs, trusting in the flow of life and trusting the self, listening to your heart's voice, making good decisions, developing your intuition, which a lot of people are coming up like really, heightened intuition now, and really trusting that, because I think that's a big thing, especially the Irish thing, is like not trusting ourselves and having more faith in what we can do, opening the heart into love, healing and strengthening relationships. And that's massive, because obviously, again, Irish people hold a lot of energy in their heart, healing blocks to love, calling in love. So really, I feel like Saturday is a big day of the heart energy.
It is. It definitely is, because the heart, as you said right at the beginning, the love energy, the heart is the gateway to the Sunday. Yes. And the Sunday is about going off planet, really.
Yes.
I've called it calling all star seeds, activate your soul's destiny plan. Yes. But we're going to be working with like star beings. We're going to be working with the 22 galaxies of this multidimensional diamond, but we're also going to be working within 144 dimensional realities or dimensional worlds. And at this time, I don't even know what this is about. I just know that it's going to be
amazing.
Well, I feel very special. I feel that we're going to be joined by beings that I don't even know exist right now.
Yeah, you're really going with the flow yourself.
Worked with yet.
Yeah. And that's amazing too. That's amazing for me watching you, because I know that you have such trust in it. Sometimes, you know, I look at myself in 10 years channeling myself, and sometimes people say to me, how do you not know what you're saying? What's that language you're speaking? That's Spanish, Hazel. I'm like, no, it's light language. I'm trying to explain it in my way, but you have such an amazing way of doing it, because you're doing it this length of time. And also that you can actually translate, which is so good. You can translate what you're hearing most times. I'm not able to translate what I'm hearing. I just trust and go with the flow when it comes from me. So it's really good for anyone. A lot of my friends and students and Stephanie's, where there's lots of us are all connected together, are going to your courses. So it's really good for them to get an understanding, because you're more aware and you much more information than I do.
Oh, thank you, Hazel. And well, it's been happening for me since 2002.
Yeah.
And I had no clue what this light language was. I'd never heard of it.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't really being spoken then. And I went to a spiritual festival, and I got told by Spirit I had to meditate. And then at 7 o'clock on New Year's Day, and it was New Year's Day 2002, I had to stand in front of everybody, and Spirit said to me, just open your mouth. And I had my eyes shut, because I was honestly too nervous to not have my eyes shut then. So I had my eyes tightly shut. And I said to everybody, look, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm told to stand here and open my mouth and say something.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, mouth came a torrent of this really strange language. Yeah. And it gave me quite a shock, actually. And I sort of opened one little eye and I looked around, and some of the people were laughing, but they weren't really laughing at me. They were just laughing spontaneously. Yeah. Like they couldn't.
That's an outburst or purging of energy too. So that comes to the surface.
Yes. And some people were crying, and some people were just sitting there like stunned mullets, like, you know, they couldn't move. But that was the start.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it just happened to me automatically from that day, and that was a long time ago now.
Well, we are so looking forward to seeing you. I can't wait. I'm counting down the days, Judy. And then that'll be your last day, right? So there's tickets left for the final 2 days, the Saturday and the Sunday. That's the, you're coming on the Tuesday, the 30th, you're doing the introduction night. You're back on the Thursday, which is the 2nd of June. That will be your masterclass. That's sold out. Friday, you're back. Some of the crew are going on that Sacred Sites tour with Stephanie and my brother Kelly. They're doing that for Starlit Therapies, who was actually bringing you over to Dublin. Yes. And they're going to be doing that. They have a really cool tour guide who's going to bring you. And Stephanie, as you know, also she's a light language channel too. So you go with the flow on the day. Whatever happens, whatever comes through her on the day, she's a phenomenal healer too.
Yes,
so she is amazing.
And Kelly, of course, they came to New Zealand too.
Yeah, that's right. 2018. That was after 2018 in Bosnia with us.
Yes, it was. Yeah. It was. So they came to an event that I was holding in Mana Retreat Centre in New Zealand. That's right. So it was really wonderful to connect with Stephanie and Kelly then. And that was why in 2019, Stephanie and Kelly helped bring me to Ireland.
Yeah. And I was there with you that night as well. I brought my son. My son's like, you're bringing back that special lady. My youngest boy is really connected spiritually. He goes, because I have a really cool photograph of me, you and him. And he's like, you bring back that special lady, Mom. Oh, I was standing beside her and feel the energy. So that's a good sign. Out of the mouth of babes, they say here.
Well, I think the young children, the young people,
yes,
they're the ones. You see, they have come in on a completely different vibration than certainly someone of my age. Yeah. And so these little kids, they haven't necessarily been in human bodies on Earth like us.
Yes.
They've more come from the stars, some of them. Yes. Or as you say, with the little children who are coming to you, they've been fairies and pixies and
elementals, yeah,
beings and other types of bodies.
Yes.
but they're here now because this next 50 years is so very important to the future of the earth and the future of humanity.
They're the next way showers. I definitely believe when they talk about the 3 waves of volunteers, like they're the next ones who are coming in. It's all the ones who are coming in now, the newbies, like 20 up to 25, 26-year-olds who have that real special energy they just know. They don't like conforming to the rules. They don't like doing the stuff that we were told we had to do. So we love them. I love them. I have 4 sons and they're all so different. So for me, it's just like, oh, who's next in the family line who's going to go down my road? So I'm dying to see what's going to happen. Exactly. So look, before my computer blows up, Judy, and my recording runs out. So just for other people out there who are not going to be seeing Judy in Ireland, she will be back, but keep in contact with her. You're on Instagram, Judy, right? Judy.
Yes, I am.
Sorry, is it Judy?
Yes, I am. I'm on. If they go to www.judysatori.com, JUDYSATORI.com. People can go there, and yes, I'm on Facebook, Instagram.
All social media, and really your website is amazing because you have the Ascension Library there, and that's for anyone who wants to become a member of the Ascension Library. That is such a cool place for all the information. You can just go on and you want to become a member, or there's so much information there, Judy. I mean, you're giving it out, a lot of it for free also. So a place for people to go if they're interested, or they feel some form of a awakening in themselves, or they feel that they're pulled or drawn to you. If they don't get to see it in Ireland, there's plenty of other places where you connect via social media.
Exactly. Well, you see, there's me, but there's also, as you quite rightly said, the Ascension Library. And the Ascension Library is ascensionlibrary.org.
Yes.
Okay. And you can get there through judysatori.com as well. But the Ascension Library are tools that I've been given by Spirit over the last 15 or so years, that helps people go through the changes that we're all going through right now and get there faster. Yes. Tools, it's like a toolkit, information, Ascension Library, and you can explore. There's recordings you can listen to and explore how these recordings affect you. But they're like tools to get there faster. Yes. And to basically, Hazel, to be happy and well. Yeah. And a lot of the work that I'm doing now is about physical regeneration and working with the physical body, and that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. And if people are ready, and people are, there is light codes in their body that they're are ready to go on, and they put it out there to the universe, I'm ready, the universe will provide them with you. It's no coincidence. I don't believe that you just go on Google and all of a sudden Judy Satori pops up. I don't believe that. That's exactly the same that happened with me when I started 2012. I asked for the knowledge. Okay, I don't understand why I'm talking like this. I don't understand why my students are talking like this. Send me the knowledge. And within the week, the book Open to Channel came. I read about channeling, and then the following week your book came. And I've read your book 4 or 5 times every single time I get a download from it. So it is, and for people out there, it's called Sunshine Before the Dawn. Judy will eventually put it into Audible. I know he will.
I am recording the whole new book.
Amazing. We want
I've booked it in Hazel into the recording studio for August. Amazing. And I'm recording the new book.
Fantastic. That's because so many people go into Audibles now. People go around the house cleaning and listen to books now. It's easy way now for multitasking moms especially. So thank you so much for that. But look, thanks so much for talking to me today. Thank you for taking yourself away from the chocolate and the ice cream in Italy and the pizza. I hope you're having lots of pizza and pasta, and you'll be lovely and rolly and fat by the time you get to us in Ireland. We'll walk the legs off you. And we'll see you here on Tuesday the 30th. For anyone else out there who are looking for tickets for that, there's some tickets still available for the Saturday and the Sunday of Judy's tour. That is the Friday, the Sacred Sites tour is gone. That's the 2nd of June. It's the 3rd and the 4th of June. And they're all still, some tickets still available on Starlit Therapy. So it's StarLitTherapies.ie. So that's my sister-in-law, Stephanie, and my brother, Kelly, and they're both bringing Judy over to Dublin for her next tour, and that is coming up in the next few weeks. So Judy, thank you so much for talking to me, and I can't wait to see you. Get the
Thank
hug.
you very much, Hazel. And when people go onto my website, it automatically clicks them to Stephanie's website.
That's right. Yeah, so that's
the bookings are not through me; they're through Stephanie.
Yeah.
So I've just got information, and Stephanie's got the same information, and you can go to either site to find out more.
Well, look, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you very much.